A lo mejor.
Verifica en Twitch.
Oh, teacher. What?
¿Are live?
4Forces. 4Forces.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know if you.
Yeah.
Can you verify if you look well? So you hear well in the no? Because I don't know if the level of volume or something like that is good or not. Habla un poquito.
I think it's good.
Habla un poquito. Uy, uy,
I
uy.
think it's
Quítatelo, quítatelo. Ahí está. Perfecto. Perfect. Ah. Are you in Twitch?
Yeah, I'm hearing you double.
Yeah, I heard you. 3 times. Eh, eh,
A lo mejor.
verifica. Huh? I will send you the other link. Wait. ¿Dónde estás? Ah, but I don't know. There. Oh, there.
Wow.
Okay. So, can you hear me well? And can you?
Yeah. All good.
Okay. Well, today we will show you first time, I think, the board game, entire board game. We have well, the prototype is not the last design. Actually, the design will be like that, not vertically, like in column. No. My first time I tried to describe this kind of thing, but yes, we will show you everything and we'll show you the first step how to right. It. I don't know if you can hear me or not, but did not speak.
Yeah, sorry. Yes, I was.
Because you are tore off the micro, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry.
Well, normally we will be with the illustrator too and the writer, but the writer I don't know if finally has or not. I hope. I hope. And well, I will change the camera and the unboxing. Complicated. Okay. Can you tell me, David, if look well?
Yeah, I can see your hands. I can see the game. I can see the table, the desk.
Start attack right now.
Yeah.
Okay, at first, we will show you the playmat because every we have a lot of questions about playmat. Right? But this is the playmat. It's a simple playmat, but a fancy simple playmat. Amazing. It's neoprene, so you can don't worry about you know to transport wherever you want and feel well. And in, this design is not the final design. We will have more items in the playmat. For example, we will have the life counter, so you can show your life directly on the playmat, and we will keep this kind of symbol. I will explain you after what can the this symbol, and but the playmat will be like that, and the design, basic design of the square here will be more or less the same. We have to the the box. I told you before, this is not the final design. Actually, we will change a lot. Will be more incredible. Actually, it's not because we are. It's our game. No, no, really, will be amazing. This design, and actually, you can see the starter. You have a demo cap that and you can see everything. And well, David, you can you explain us more or less? I don't know if you remember because David is not the illustrator, but David is or depth or depth, yeah. And I don't know if you want to explain a little thing how or what kind of card we have because we have three cards. So actually, four different kind of cards.
Mhm.
Want to explain a little bit?
Yeah. So in the first place, we have the gems. We have two, three, four gems. Then we have the machines.
Sorry.
Yeah,
The problem I don't know what happened with my brain because all the time always I I um I put a random
they get
places.
mixed up.
Yeah. I don't know what happened with my brain all the time. When I show before in in other podcasts or program in other content creator will be this. It's the same. I try to find the machine and I find it, but
But yeah. So here are the machines, which we can use during the game to apply them to the creatures, and they will add an effect or remove an effect from the creatures. So,
yeah,
and then yeah, so for example, we have the watch, which will remove the effect, or the skates that will push a creature
the
forward.
forward, yeah,
Yeah.
and we have the heroes. Actually, you don't know more or less what's the heroes or companies or no
Mhm.
final name of kind of card, but all on the game,
Yeah.
and you can be different. Have four random changes. It's not you cannot choose whatever you want. All the time will be random that you can try to find a new combos or new strategies with. And the most important of this kind of card is you have the force, and you can use this force in whatever you want in other after the importance of that.
Mhm.
And the last one,
And finally, we got the creatures that will actually be the main thing in the game, which because they will be on the board actively going forward, and they will be hitting the enemy, and that's how we win the game.
so
We
perfect.
got the attack, we got the defense, and we got the special. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We got the cost, and we got a special effect like the machines that it can be applied around the creatures.
Mm.
So, I mean, the creatures that are around this creature.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Actually, we have this is a promo.
That's a great one. Everyone wants that. The dragon.
Yeah. Yes. Have two tokens, and this token will help you on the game actually because we need to put the defense and the other stuff like other effects like for anchor or push or more defense and an attack one for some helpful. Okay. Can try to do a little and one two turn maybe or
Yeah, let's play a couple of hands. Yeah.
I forget it. You see that we have the play mat, but we have on box the board. So don't worry about that. If you if you buy um the basic goal no
The basic game, the basic kit, the basic
yeah
set.
basic kit basic set we will have you will have the board. Okay, that board actually is so strong and you can kill someone if you hit. It's so strong, really. Really, I don't know. When I received the board, I thought, okay, well, not because it's not too expensive, the quality, but when I say that, it's hey, yeah, really, so it's
It's good. It's good.
so strong, really.
Yeah. It can be a weapon
Yeah,
as well.
yeah, yeah. Be careful on the jet. You cannot play. Yeah, a minute because I will try to go nothing. Well, so the beginning that that
Yeah, give it like this. Otherwise,
like
careful, careful.
notes and I need to be careful. Okay, so at first on the beginning of the match parade, you need to say the in third deck. Okay, we have the gyms. It will can be one, two, four. So boring. Unshuffle deck will be here. After we have the machine the same way. You shuffle and put on in here. And we have the most important thing for everyone, the creature. That's the essence game. Okay. So when you start the game, you need to draw 7 cards, oh, 8 cards, sorry, and the each card will be 3 creatures, and 3 cards of there are a lot of things up, and maybe we'll
Yeah.
okay. And so your first hand will be more or less something like creatures. From the beginning, you will have four phases. So one will be the beat. I don't know if you want to explain that, David.
Sure. So, so at the beginning, the first is just throwing the dice, right? So to
Yes,
see who
random.
starts the game. So at the beginning of everything, we basically both players pick this combination of cards: 3 creatures, 3 gems, and 2 machines. And then once having the hand, then you throw a dice. The one that is getting the higher points from the dice starts, or decides who starts, right?
Yeah, first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and on the beginning, the player don't think how is important of this phase because
Yeah, that's true.
but
It seems like pretty logical. Like, yeah, so if I win, I want to start, right? Like,
yeah, yeah,
of course.
yeah, but there are more strategy. There are more strategy in the
Yeah,
decision. For example, in the first phase, you will decide who is the player, but after that, the first player will do everything, like the phase two, phase three, phase four, and after that, the second player will start. No,
yeah,
so that's very important about the strategy because sometimes you need to see what kind of things or what what want to
yeah.
do.
Depending on the creatures, how they are going
Yeah,
to move in the next turn or anything, you may not want to move at that time. You just maybe want one turn without playing, because that will play for on you, no?
yeah, so it's
We play for you.
and on the beginning, really, everyone say, nah, oh, well, I will, I will do, I will pay nothing,
Yeah,
and after the third, I think, turn say, okay, I need to win this fucking
yeah,
bet
it's true.
because I need to win. I need to be the first one or the second one. So very really so important, and that's a mechanic that you need to manage more the gems because the gems you will use the gems for paying the machine and creature and abilities, the force, but
Mhm.
you pay a lot will not have enough gems to win the phase. So that's the game. That's the try to manage everything. That's I think is the most different kind of things you'll find it in this card game. I think. Actually I didn't another.
It's actually true, because when players start playing this game, and they see, okay, I have to bet. Okay, that's all right. I will just put the maximum.
Yeah.
But then it's like, hey, but if you bet the maximum, you will lose those cards, and then you cannot play anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, so don't play everything at once, or you cannot do anything on your turn.
Yeah. It's the balance, no? You need to
Yeah.
find it, the balance and the strategy that you need in cases. Yeah. Yeah. But it's so interesting to see other players play this phase. Really. So like that you can find more or less how is this person.
Hmm.
Like I want to pay everything. I doesn't care. Or no, I will keep more because I don't know, that's
Yeah.
so psychology too. So this is the first phase. The second phase is playing card. Okay. Uh, Actually it's the action phase. And this phase you can play creatures, can play things, and you can discard whatever card you have. Why you will want to discard a card? Are you crazy? Why? Why? It's so important discard card because the second phase I forget to explain, but in the second phase you will draw card in a different deck. Will draw two card wherever you want, and again card wherever you want. But two cards together, you cannot draw one and one or one and one. No, just two or two or two, and again two, two or two. You can repeat if you want, so it's not necessary. So sometimes when you try to draw something, you don't find it really right. I don't know if, for example, I don't know if they one time or other card games when you use a deck, and
Yeah.
normally when you draw you don't find it the thing that you need in this moment, right?
Yeah. In most cases, it's like
Yeah.
that.
So for have less random mechanic random things on the board game, we decided to have one mechanic that you can draw gems whenever you want. So this card is for that. You discard a card, one, and always you will draw two card of gems, right? Okay. So first phase bet, second phase draw, third phase playing. Okay. Um, can you tell me to
Yeah.
have one, one, one? La señora, the old woman. Well, um, when I start to explain the 4 forces, the name of this game is 4 forces because we have 4 forces. Ha! Have we are trending. So, so for example, can you explain a little this force, please?
Yep. So this we call mapping, right? And
Actually, scouts, because we try to find the most, the better
name
translation, and I think
Scott.
scout, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So it will be Scott.
But
So
mapping on scout is the more than this.
all right. So Scott, what it does is basically that's when you play that card on the game, you can decide whether to start on the first row just in front of you or directly go one step forward.
Right.
For that, you just need to pay 1 gem, always 1 gem. To play the forces you always play 1 gem,
That's it.
and then when you start like one step ahead already.
Yes. And that is important because uh, David shows, but the forces always with a gem, not two, just a gem. You have four, so and you can use the forces only one time on the turn.
Yeah.
You cannot use the forces 4 5 times in card. Okay, so one force in card. That's it.
Yep.
And this force and special because when you David is playing very well, you normally you put on the first line your your creature. In this case, is zero. That will be one, two.
The cost, right?
So when you start to playing, you normally the cards is on the first line, but if you pay Scott, uh, pay in this case you need to pay one. So when you cast or you play the card, you need to pay directly 1 gem to use this force. Okay, you cannot use for when the creature is here or the other places. No, just when you play this card, right?
Yeah.
So uh, pay this force, you can start on the second line,
Mhm.
like a little push.
It- It's
Yeah,
important to say that at the beginning, when you play a creature, you can play whatever you want. As long as it is in the first line, you can put it wherever you want.
that's true. That's true. Yeah,
And this is like a plus. Like you can start wherever you want, but you can go one step forward.
yeah,
Just paying the cost, of course.
yeah. So that's if the square is free with your creature or the enemy creature, can playing. If not, see if for example you have a line here of four creature of the enemy, you cannot put your card in the on this square. Okay, and the same if you have the enemy of your card in first line, you cannot play. Okay, but so I have never seen that.
So if I have one of my creatures, like the first line is full and
You
I
cannot
have one
play.
creature on the first row, I cannot play another creature on top of that.
No, but you can, for example, imagine that we have this situation and you have this one.
Yeah.
You can play here, but
Uh-huh.
you cannot play another.
So that one will be discarded, and then the new one will be playing.
If you try to put here,
Yes.
no, no, doesn't care if the creature is enemy or your creature.
Okay, so you cannot put any creature if the first row is full of creatures.
Never.
Okay.
In different situations, you can not put directly the
Okay.
same square.
Okay.
Hmm. So this is for that. This is important. This kind of force because like that you can do more things on not like that. Like I wait for say nothing because I cannot. Okay, that's the first one. The second
Maybe.
one is push. David, help me.
Yeah. Show push. Yeah. So that's push. What push does is basically pushing the first creature that you can find in front of this one. So if you put this one at the beginning of the first row, the first creature that will be in front of it will be pushed forward one step. And yeah, if it is empty, that's fine. It will just move. But if there's an enemy creature or allied creature, then the fun starts, right?
Yeah,
It will fight or replace.
that's it. Yeah. That force is very important because force is like it's faster. It's more thanks of this force you can interact very fast on the game. Actually, normally the creature fight on the second or on the third turn at least. So that's very important. And
Yeah.
one thing really is important that you cannot push a creature if some enemy creature is in the middle, no, between the your the creature of push and the other creature that you have.
So if you play that one and the first creature that you can find in front of it is an enemy, then there is no effect.
Right? Yes, that's it.
Okay.
But for example, if like that you push one here, and you push and directly move. It's not necessary to be on the next square.
Yeah.
Can push if you have to push on the first one.
hmm It can be
And
anywhere, but it.
and if you push this one and there are two, in this case you need to change one and choose, for example, this one, this this card, and keep this one in the
Yeah. Push your creature against your other creature. You need to decide
yeah.
which one to
Yeah,
to keep.
this the first rule of the game. Never can be in square. Never.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so imagine put this one the first time, push one, so that's in the middle of the board right now. Okay, can you explain this one?
Also, one thing, the the how do you call it? Scott and the push,
Ah, that's
both
it.
of those cards, when you play them at the beginning, the effect can be played only once when you play the card. Once you play the card, you cannot play the effect of this Scott and push later in the game, right?
Yeah, that's
It's only
important.
when you
Yeah,
first play the card.
yeah, because that's true. I forget it. It's the same with the Scott and push.
Yeah.
So this card, when you use play, you uh, pay the cost. You use the force, and that's it. You
Yeah.
cannot in next next turn to jump or cut another
Yeah.
or push wherever you want. No, it's just one time. And we have two forces that you can use
Anytime.
on the middle on the game.
Mhm.
So that's the first it.
Anytime and any number of times.
Yeah,
Of course, once every turn, but yeah.
yeah.
This one is
For each card, one time. Yeah,
yeah. So this one is the diagonal move. So whenever this car is about to move in the movement phase of the player, then it will not move to the square in front of it, but to the one on the either in front right or front left of it. You can choose where to move it, but
yeah.
it will just not move to the square in front, but one of the diagonals.
So that's
Pay the
uh,
car,
tell me.
and you can pay the cost, and then in the movement phase, it will move wherever you chose
Yeah,
to move.
there are misconcept of this force because normally I don't know. People think okay, I pay one, so directly move whenever I want in diagonal,
Yeah,
but it's not like that. It's the next time the creature move will be on diagonal, like
yeah,
that or like that. Not okay.
yeah. And
Uh, Let me.
And always to the front, of course, not back.
Yeah, that's it. No, no, you can't. Yeah, yeah. All the time is is
There's very much.
forward. Yeah. Okay. And the last one. So I very don't know the word of that, but I it's very important to know this force you can use each one time each turn for each card. Okay, so if you have on the board four like that with this force, you can play each card the force. Okay, not just only one or four. No, each card you can play one time the force. Okay, that's it,
Yeah.
maximum. And the last one, the
The last
encore.
one.
Tell me.
Yeah. So basically, if you put it on the board, then like in a shape of a U around it, so three on the front and two on the sides. And in those squares, you can choose a couple of creatures. No, one creature.
One, just
Sorry,
one. Yeah.
the couple of creatures is for the machine. Yeah. So for this one is you can choose one creature that is in front of it or on the sides, and that creature will be anchored. So it means that during the this round and the next, sorry, but in this turn, let's say, because every round you can start or your enemy can start, but at the end of the day, it's basically your turn and the next, it will be anchored. Correct me if I'm wrong, but
Um,
it's two turns. So
on
yours and
Well, actually, it's until the end of your turn, not of the turn the owner of the creature. So, for example, we will. Ah, thank you, dos dados. Sí, sí, estamos practicando un poco de inglés hoy. Sí. Um, uh, this card is actually this four is uh, easy to understand. So right now, I don't know if the cards see well on the board, David. I don't know
yeah,
or not. Yeah.
yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah.
for example, David told us it's like a U, but inverted. So like that. So your field or your zone that you can use this force is on the side and front and side, right? So um, imagine, for example, we are right now here situation, and I am the owner of this car. So you can I can actually I can choose one of this square to anchor one creature, right? So for example, because I okay. So for example, I chose anchor this creature, right? And after the end of action phase, the creature move one one square forward, right? And in this situation, and I finish my turn, I battle with this one, and after that, we will explain how is work the battlefield, and that's it, right?
Mhm.
And the next turn of the owner of this creature, he cannot move, cannot. If you have, for example, the block, can use it to remove the situation or remove the state, but uh, when the end of the turn done is solve it, after that you can remove this token. So the next time the owner can move the creature. I don't know if I explained well or not.
So let's make it clear. Let's go step by step.
Yeah.
So if you own the dragon, sorry, you own the dragon, right? And then
I the owner of this one,
the dragon or the lady?
the dragon.
Dragon. Okay. So if you own the dragon, and then in your turn, as one of the actions that you can do, you select to anchor the lady, right?
Yes, I anchor the grandma.
Okay. So grandma will be anchored during your turn, and then it will be your moving phase.
Yeah,
You will move,
attack,
blah blah blah,
blah blah.
and
Yeah,
then it's my turn.
yeah.
My turn. In at the beginning, of course, it is not moving anywhere. At the end of my turn, there is a movement phase. In that phase, will it move?
This one, for example, but that's not.
The grandma. The grandma.
Yeah.
The grandma
So
is not moving yet.
so on the end of the phase, you can
My
you remove this uh you remove this token, and the next time or your uh, move phase or an action phase that you, I don't know,
yeah,
you can move it
but it will be removed after my turn or your turn.
after your time, after
Ah,
the owner, when the finish,
the
when
owner
the
of the
owner finish the turn, will be
yeah,
remove it.
the owner of the grandma.
Yeah,
So yeah, so if you play the anchor, you play the anchor,
yeah,
then it will take effect in, of course, in that turn the enemy creature will not move because it's not it's its turn. But on the next turn, which will be my turn, it will not move either. At the end of my turn, I will remove the anchor, and then in my next turn, it can move.
that's it.
Right?
Yeah, yeah. It's so difficult to explain in English, right?
Yeah.
I don't used to, but will be, imagine all the time to explain that in one event or something like
Oh,
that will be exhausted.
the head starts to burn.
Yeah.
Throw smoke or something.
We need to do a new an LLM to specific for forces to write the question and
Yeah.
everything. Well, so that is the meaning of the core of the game. You have 4 forces. You need to move on the board game, or you need to find the way to move this creature and go to the end and dash your enemy. Um, and that's it. Well, that is there is the important here about the battle fighting, because when you fight, uh, I don't know if everyone remember, but we cannot have two creature on the same square. So if the creature are the same with the same owner, you need to choose one, and the other is discarded. But if the two creature is enemies, creature need to battle for the square. So have force and life, force and defense. I need on the right is defense and left, and the left is the attack. And when you fight, the the point of the blizzard, the blurs, the damage accumulate. So that's mean you fight. Imagine that is the best uh, example we can use it. So in this case, for example, David, each creature, the
So
the
in this case, the guy on the left will attack with 2 of damage to the grandma. The grandma has 2 of defense,
yeah,
so that means the grandma dies. But the grandma also attacks the guy on the left with 1 point of damage. But the other guy, the guy has 2 of defense,
yeah,
so he will lose 1 point and will have only 1 point remained.
That
and that point remains for the whole game. It is not just temporary, but whenever a creature loses life, it is lost.
that they cannot recover life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Grandma
uh,
dies, the guy takes the square.
yeah. So for example, in this case, imagine I the owner of this creature, and as my face, I move face. So go to the grandma, right? So this battle, so you explain it very well. Two defense, two attack. So the grandma dead, and one attack and two defense is still one. So invade the square. One, the grandma will be dead, and
Discard. It goes.
discard or the graveler or whatever you want to. Um, this creature will be with one defense. I've talking.
Yep.
Okay, so that's the most um the, the mechanic that you will have. We can do whatever you want to about combo because there are a lot. For example, push, Scott and push. For example, we have to. Uh, Actually, I like one. Like for example, you choose to move on the we are not left or on the left, and push this creature next time. Normally, you will normally the creature move forward, but this one you will be the creature will be on this side. You know, so you can for example in this situation dodge creature, or you for example use the machine faster, or actually you can push two times. You have
For that, you would need to pay first the diagonal move and then play the grandma with the push, right?
that's it. Imagine, for example, my turn. Normally no, you cannot play two creatures more than two creatures in one turn. So, first imagine we have this setup, and first of all, you pay one to choose move here the next time creature. So you push this one. Creature will be here because pushes go in the column. And after that, you can pay again another card push, no? For example. So in one turn, you dodge one card and you push two times, for example.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Another time, for example, the simple combo is this one, Scott and push for. And another one, imagine that you will need to attack two times and one creature. Okay, so imagine I in the owner of this card, right? And have this situation. I don't I forget to explain that the force, for example, the force anchor force and the other machine is you can use with your card and the enemy card. That's mean, for example, if you want to um, imagine it's my turn, okay, and I decided to try to keep this card here and wherever you want. But your brain is working, okay? And I pay one to anchor this feature, and and your move phase, you move this one, but not this one, okay? And remove this token, right? Okay, next turn, this creature will move here, right?
So
So
one thing about this. So if you anchor one of your creatures,
yeah,
the effect of the anchor will be removed at the end of your turn, right?
claro, all the time the effect will be removed on the owner of the card.
Okay. At the end of the turn. Okay.
So in this player, for example, play here, so move, blah 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 blah. So in this case, still here. Imagine this not 2-2. Imagine this more is stronger or whatever you want. So you can keep the creature in one square that you need to be here because yeah, you need to kill more more creature, for example. Okay, so that's can use anchor not only for the enemy creature. For example, other combo with a anchor is I will anchor the enemy creature, just one. So next time this creature move here and this one stay here. So you need to choose one. So you can eliminate kill their creatures using the anchor. So I explain that because all the time, no, I don't know David in on the last event, but not too much people use the anchor effect, but it's so strong. Actually, it's the more difficult um, force that um, I try to fix it because on sometimes will be so strong, sometimes will be eh, the the time, but that's for level this four will was very very difficult.
Yeah, and also imagining the combos is like,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
that's a great combo, like to anchor one of the enemy creatures, so the other one will be attacking that.
yeah, yeah,
that
yeah,
you don't need to even fight. Like they will destroy each other.
yeah.
That's a great combo.
So this is the meaning. The core of the game is the forces, the movement of the table. And I will show you, for example, some machines because all the time the machine have seen game. Uh, for
Anchor.
example, effects. Can you? I don't know if you remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. For example, imagine.
prove prove it.
So what's kind of thing? What's how
So
it
if
works?
the creature has the effect of anchor or the broken sword, which means you cannot attack, this clock will actually remove that effect. It is acting over one card because you can see it in the bottom left of the card that is only affecting one card, and it will just remove the effect that your card has.
We have a lot of not a lot, but have armor. We can see that
The broken sword.
one.
Mhm.
So you can remove every state,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
and that's a good point of machine. You can use wherever you want. You do not need to be close or one creature close to the other creature to sit. Doesn't care. Can use if you want to use your own car or the enemy car, whatever you want.
Any creature on the board, you can apply this effect.
Yeah. And for example, we have this one. I don't know.
Okay, now I see it. The bomb. Yeah, so the bomb, if you can see on the bottom left, it is affecting two cards. Those cards are next to each other. They cannot be one in one side of the board and the other one on the other side. They are together in the board next to each other. And then you select those two, and it will do 2 points to each creature of damage. So it will be decreasing the life of those two creatures by two.
I do because it's important to apply effect on your own card and enemy card. For example, here you are drunk or I don't know. You can use 2 point of damage in square, and this one will be dead.
Yeah.
But it's not usual to do that.
Maybe a question like that could pop up. Um, should I always choose two squares,
Yeah,
or
it's
can I choose one card?
mandatory. Sorry.
So I always need to choose two squares that are next to each other,
Yeah,
either in front or on the side. Right?
yeah. So you can use and this one, for example, or this one. No,
Yeah.
so it's the same. You cannot use it on diagonal. So in kind of no, that will be side, front, or back. So
But always you need to select two squares.
yeah, it's mandatory. Cannot
So,
imagine that you have I don't know, but there are other situations that you need to you see on the two actually, and yeah, you have a plane of creature, and okay, I need to sacrifice someone. So imagine that I have this one and this one and another this one. That can be possible actually. So or this one, for example, actually is like that. Imagine like that. So if you want, or if you want to kill this one or two, and you have 2 points to do it, you need to choose square. So if a first square here, and you can choose one, this one, or this one. So enemy fire,
yeah. Friendly fire.
friendly fire. Okay. Example, this one on the anchor, you can use the anchor the same. You want to use on two, that, like that, like that, no, that. And this one is damage two, is 4 damage in one square. So that is out of people on the national game. Uh, everyone try to find this arrow because it's so
Yes.
strong on the end.
Points, right, of damage.
Yeah, four damage in one square. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, this card can be kill almost every card, every creature.
Yeah.
And we have more. For some one can creature, and this creature can dash another time. So, for example, if I am the owner and I put this one on one card of mine, uh, one of my card, on the end of my turn, we'll move it too. Okay, so anchor and this one, again, the owner card on the end of the face. Yeah, the end of the faces in the owner card. In the same like anchor. So if you have two, you need to remove no the friend. And when you are anchor, you to damage another creature. You it just affect in your movement, not for the combat. Okay. That is very important because the people think that you are anchor, but you cannot fight. Yeah, you can fight. And another thing interesting we saying, if some teacher try to keep the one square when fighting, and imagine they are not any of this card dead, you will return on the same position, the last. I don't know if actually I'm so tired right now. I don't know if I speak English or a chilipu or another. But yes, if two creature battle for one square, the combat, for example, still with one life, and the other creature card will have one, two, or three more life. This creature will return on the last position. Okay, I don't know if I explained well, David.
All right, now I get it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I
So
actually,
they are
actually, I told you I'm so tired right now. It's I don't I
So
can't
basically, the
do.
point is that if two creatures fight and none of them dies, then basically the creature that is moving to fight,
Yeah,
yeah, it just goes back to the position where it was, and that's it. They both lose the points of life,
yeah,
but they stay on the same square.
yeah,
I mean, not the same. Each of them in their square, right?
yeah. Thank you, David. Thank you.
No worries.
You are my clipo today. I don't know. Remember clipo?
No.
Clipo is the cartoon that try to have in Word or Excel, but
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember. I remember. Yeah. The- Yeah.
today you are my clipo. Well, and
Well, maybe there is one basic thing. How many lives have each
that
player at the beginning of the
that is basic.
game?
It's depend of the one one you the way that you want to play, because we have the family playing, like we c- I we don't explain that because but in the middle of the life attack and defense have play, like you play with attack defense games, and other way to play is uh, like a normal playing. So and the first time first day to win when someone go on the end of the board. So I'm the owner. I'm this player. So I pop move, and then I have one card mission. So I win. Okay. The other way, when you use the special ability, you have 4 life. That means can bless the enemy um, in different way, but the when one creature go outside in here, this player uh, lost 2 life. Okay, so that's it. If another creature on the same column, the same position, we will use so 2 life. Next time this creature go here, so you will lose not two life, you lose 1 life. But if you um, go here or here on another column, the player will lose the other two life. Okay, so the can win cross feature and put in two different column or three times on the same column. You know, so two, one, and one, so right, or two, 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 or David, are you understanding?
Yeah.
And you have a strict goal. I need to a draft mode. That means that keep same deck of gems. You keep same deck of machine, but create your own deck of creature. That's so funny because roll three cards, three creature cards, and you one pull you pass the hand another player, take one and the other discard. So you take three, blah blah, and again and again and again. So like that you can do ad hoc your deck. You can create your own deck and you can create your own strategies. But
Mhm.
that's your goal because bring more cards and the quote not included right now for something else.
So let's see. We have the number of lives. We have how we win actually, like hitting the player,
Yeah.
reaching the board. We are missing only, I think, the when one of the decks is gone.
Yes, that's remember this game is not up usual card games, right? So so sometimes someone will draw the last two cards of the deck and any deck. So when this kind of thing happen, you this player, the player that draw the last two cards or one card or whatever you, they depend of the situation. Okay, but the someone draw a card on the deck, but after draw the deck is empty. This player will lost one life. Okay, and on the end of the turn, what's happening on the other player? The same. So after that, each end of the turn, each player will lose one life.
The player
The
the
pla-
player
the player
is
the finish the player. Yeah, both, just one.
yeah.
Yeah. So this mechanic is because if I find it out not a lot, but sometimes I don't like it. The people when playing is just put cards and defend, and nothing happen. You know. So if you play like that, you will you will lost because if you try to win the game and just defend, you need to rush because when a deck is empty, the countdown is on a start. You know,
Mhm.
so for that, and it's for that this game is only 15 minutes. because this mechanics is implemented.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not usual to find it some mechanic like that, but sometimes I don't know if you remember, but the bet time, the bet phase, this case you need to win to because you need to beat the second player, because if the other player has just one life, you know, this player or win in this turn or this player will be.
Yeah, you can even make the player to play twice together so that he loses two lives at once,
Yeah.
and you delay your turn. Okay.
So it's more a strategy about the resources with the gems or resource
Yeah.
managed no deck. So for
Maybe
example,
one.
if it's still just two gems card on the deck, say okay, I will not draw this one. I prefer say nothing or the minimum as possible, and I will try to push the other person to draw the last two card. Or okay, I I can win in this turn or the next turn, so I will draw this gem and push on the other guy to do something. So
Mhm.
that's very interesting situation.
Maybe
Um,
another situation that is a bit conflictive. So from the second round, players start betting to decide who starts,
yeah,
right? So in that situation, many things can happen. The easy situation is that one of them bets the most gems and then he decides. That's it. Simple.
yeah,
But there are two situations where where there may be a conflict, which
yeah,
is when none of them bets anything, like 0-0, or there's a tie. Both of them, for example, bet 1 and 1.
yeah.
What happens in that case?
In this case, if uh, the winner is the player that does for the bet. For example, I win the bet last time,
Hmm.
and next time we put each one to and me two gems. Okay,
Yeah.
so case you choose who is starting.
So if I lost the last bet
You
and
will
the next
win
one,
the last one if they are zero or same gems.
so if I won the last, I decide on the next if there is a tie.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's for level. Or if you want to have the priority, and you need to pay more than the other.
And what if it is the second round where the bets start and
Yeah,
none of them?
is sample on the first one and the first turn is a random. You can choose a dice or you can use whatever you want or paper. So in this case, imagine I will draw. We throw a dice.
Yeah.
Okay, I am the winner, and the second turn we need to do the bet phase. So we put the same two gems.
Yeah.
So in this case, choose because I win before.
Okay. So that counts as well. So if in the first round that we are not betting, we are basically throwing the dice, and I win that throw, then in the second round I won the last bets. Like.
Yeah, it's the same. Yeah, the same. So uh, if you decided before who start
Hmm.
and and the next time is tie or zero or whatever one,
Hmm.
then you the other the person that said before, lost. Like this, the other person
So who is deciding? The one who won the last bet or the one who lost the last bet?
won. If someone won after and the next time, decide the lost before player.
I'm very confused. Okay, let's say I win. I win. We play 2 turns. Okay, and then we bet, and there is a tie.
Yeah. So I win.
So you decide.
Yeah.
Okay. So the one who decides is the one who lost the last bet.
Yeah.
Okay. Now it's clear.
For balance, you know.
Hmm.
Because sometimes
If you play cheap, then you lose.
sometimes it's so psychological this days because um they are tied. Yeah, you see, if you want to win all the time, you want to decide always, you need to pay at least one gem more than the other.
Yeah,
So it's for balance about. So you want to decide, okay, pay more
yeah.
or
Ah, we need to explain one thing. So um, the movement phase.
uh,
How do we move the creatures? In which order?
that's the other thing. When the people start to play, say, ah, it doesn't matter. I move whatever I want. No, no, no.
All of
So,
them forward, right?
yeah, well, this one, yeah, here. No, no, no. It's first. It's this one. Okay. So,
There is a reason.
yeah. So, I so playing like that.
Move the next.
Theological. Okay. So I'm this player. Okay. So
The red. Okay.
this one. Okay, I'm this player. So I have this card, this feature, and okay. So what's the order? Good question. um, you need to. I normally I use the finger, and that's very understand. Like okay, you put on the square on the
Top
left
left.
on
Mhm.
front of you. Okay, so if I this person, my left here. Okay, so I check where. Uh, so this one, they are one creature for me. Is my creature? No. Okay. This is my creature. Yes. Okay. Move. Okay. The same. Pa 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 pa. And again, and the same, and the next column. Same. This creature is my creature. No. So I don't. I change nothing here. So here nothing. Here move and the same. Okay. So and here, you know, and if have remember have a token anchor token or one where we have one or this one is not important, right? So if you have a anchor and we are this situation, I move this one here. I don't move it, but remove the token and it one move it. Okay, or not because my enemy. On the other side, so if I this player in this situation, I will move the same on my left. Okay, so here the left is here, so I check h square. Okay, this one because here, not, not here, and that's it. Okay. I don't know if I'm explaining well, David.
Yeah. I mean, from top left, going back, and then on the right,
Yeah.
in column by column.
Column by column.
From the always starting from the front and going back, because if you start from the back, you may step on one of your creatures, and then
Yeah.
it's not. Yeah, that's it.
Hi, Carlos.
Okay.
And yes, else.
I think that's it. I
Yeah.
mean,
If you want to more detail or whatever you want, we can repeat the that I don't have problem. That David, I think.
yeah,
And but the most important is okay. But don't hesitate to ask us. Right now, the campaign is launched. Have and yeah. So if you have question or whatever you want, we are here. You can apply the mails, and whatever you want. Okay. And thank you. If you are not on air, right, maybe to this video on tomorrow. And yes, I don't know if you want to say something, David, about the
no,
game.
I mean, that's it. Thank you all for listening. If you
Eh,
have any doubt,
eh,
don't hesitate to ask anytime.
yeah, and I'm sorry if right now today for me was a very long day. So my normally my English is better. Really, now I don't I cannot think like you know you when you have a wall on the on your eyes and nothing. Same. I try to find the words in English, but possible right now for me.
Yeah,
And
no motion based.
yeah,
No worries. It happens.
well, thank you very much, and see you next time if you want. So if you want, really, if you want to, and the next time I can try to find someone and we can play on air. No, one play one game that's I think be interesting.
Hmm.
And yeah, David, when you come here,
Good question. I have no idea.
if okay, we can if you want, we can try to make a video playing together or something like that.
Yeah.
That will be
Hmm.
okay. Thank you very much. Night, afternoon, I don't know. One. See ya. Bye.
Bye bye.